Hello, Harry. How are you? Thank you for taping me. Actually, it's not a tape.
So where were we?
We're at Citizen Television
Yeah, I know.
using their
Yeah,
studios.
we're using the studio. We're actually shooting this video from Citizens TV. I didn't know that I was going to get this kind of opportunity to make a video like this at Citizens TV, but now we're doing it. We're going to be talking about Kenya.
I feel very welcome. First of all, I even decided to come back.
Hey, Mike. Hello.
Harry, how are
How
you?
you doing? I'm good. How's everything going?
Fine. It was a busy week
Yeah, it was.
and a lot of emotions.
Sure.
A lot of informations.
Yeah,
Been the first time to Africa. I mean, that's a blast.
that's a blast.
That's a blast.
What was your first, should I say, perspective of Kenya before you visited Kenya?
Before I visited,
Yeah.
to be honest, I had really little knowledge.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. Before I prepared to go to Kenya,
Yeah.
because of course, before I've been watching some YouTube videos or on other social medias, to be a little bit prepared. I'd like to travel the world. Never been to Kenya, so yeah, I would say my knowledge about Kenya
Yeah.
was close to zero. It was for me. It was a country in Africa like anyone else. So my knowledge was more about Africa, about poverty, about problems, and I would say, yeah. You see more content and more information about problems of Africa than about good things, and I think that changed a lot during the last days.
Yeah. So when you landed in JKIA, what was your first impression of Kenya from JKIA first?
First impression was, I'm so glad to be out of the cold temperatures in Germany to be in a warm era, and. We had a very hearty welcome. It was party. We had music. We were dancing just at the airport. It was so. That was crazy. I mean, it was literally crazy.
Yeah.
My first impression was, how does this work? I mean, in Germany, you would instantly be kept by the police and be locked off.
Okay.
You can't just make loud music and dance in front of the airport.
Okay.
No way. So I felt, okay, this is different. This is more different than you think. And there is a lot of freedom in this country. And
Are you sure there's freedom?
oh yeah, there is a lot of freedom in this country. There is a lot of freedom in this country. And the next days have confirmed my first impression. You can do a lot what we can't. So first impression was party, music, dancing, and freedom. I think that was the first impression.
Okay. That's beautiful. A lot of us here don't really value the freedom we have, right? But coming from you, who have seen it, I'd like to say, for me as a Nigerian, I think Kenyans have a lot of freedom. But since you are also confirming it, then it's certainly same. I'll talk about the next thing. What do you see in terms of infrastructure here in Kenya?
Oh yeah.
That is roads, housing, and everything. What do you think of it?
I think these are way below any level I've seen. Okay, there is countrysides in the States that are poor as well, and countrysides in other countries is poor as well. But I think you are getting along pretty good with that poor infrastructure. That's what I'm wondering. Okay, okay, infrastructure isn't good. Roads are horrible.
In terms of the roads you've used, they might not be up to the standard of what you have in Europe. Yes, but are they decently comparing the city inside Nairobi, some of the counties you've visited, traveling on the highways?
That's the same level.
Can you say they're decent?
Yeah, no, they're absolutely okay. I don't see any problem.
You don't see any problem?
No, I see. No, I think it's almost the same. But you know, of course, you got to understand some things like you have speed bumps and people passing the roads.
Yeah.
This is really it's not allowed at all in Germany, and it's dangerous.
So it boils down to the freedom still.
It's still freedom again. That's both sides of the medal. You know, on one side is freedom, on the other side is dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous.
But yeah, I think the main roads and within Nairobi, I think the roads that's absolutely okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So infrastructure-wise, you can say okay.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And energy. Well, also as well as when we talk about infrastructure, about energy prices, they're a bit cheaper than in Germany. But I think compared to the income, it's pretty high. I saw gas prices. I saw fuel prices. I think for an average income, these are high.
Yeah, that brings us to cost of living.
Yeah.
You've had food here, you've had accommodation, staying in a hotel, and you've also been able to use, I think, some transportation systems. How would you say is the cost of living here in Kenya compared to, not really compared because you can't compare them, but would you say it's fair enough?
Oh yeah, I think this is a main point. Many people around the world, don't, especially when they live in areas where it's the income is lower, they think, just because you earn about 5,000 euros in Munich, for example, they're rich. Well, you have to compare it always what the price for your living is, And I think overall, you would be amazed. But overall, the income here is not so bad because the prices are so low. I mean, that just matches. I would see, I would like to see, of course, of more. The state is covering more, like as I said, helping houses, having clean roads and clean areas, and there are. The gap between the rich and the very poor is way bigger than in Germany. Okay, there is a lot of social, what do you call it, social programs in Germany that help people with low incomes. But I think overall, you would be amazed if I tell you how much is renting apartments in Germany or getting food in Germany.
Okay, what will you talk about the hospitality of Kenyans?
Amazing. Just amazing. I love it. I mean, people are so helpful, and people I met. Of course, there are always people like this and that, but overall,
let's catch you up. Let's take a break. We'll be back. We are talking about the hospitality of Kenyans. What do you think about the hospitality of Kenyans?
From the first minute, I feel absolutely welcome here. I think THrybE is the magic word, right? It was from minute one, and I even decided in the first or second day to come back with my family. Not just me. I want to come back with my family, that they experience life here. There is a much wider range of experiences than in Central Europe, in every aspect. And that means I think I've been 25 times to the United States, and I would right now say it's even more important to be once in your life in Kenya than into the US. I think this is so different. You can feel the power of the people. You can feel the joy. You can see so much that we are missing. And I think literally somehow we're going in the more developed countries in the wrong direction. Of course, we all know about the problems here, but it's just a few informations about the positive sides, and I felt so much positives. I was overwhelmed about that.
Yeah.
And I feel
I can testify to that myself.
Okay, yeah. Of course you are.
So you've tried some local food. A couple of times I've seen you try to eat what the locals eat. We even ate the food that the school children were being served here in Kenya. How would you say is the food here?
All in all, it's good. I saw a lot of meat, of course, but I saw other meals. I try to eat local food.
Do you remember anyone? The name for anyone?
No, I don't. To be honest, I don't remember the name.
But I think your favorite is githeri, the beans and corn.
Beans and corn was really good.
Yeah.
And the best I had was in a school kitchen, actually.
Yeah.
Githeri was, I had it 3 times, and the best one is in a school's kitchen. Yeah, that's really good food, and I like it. But I've been eating various kinds of foods here, and I try to avoid salad a bit. It's a bit dangerous because it's to do hygiene situations.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
That brings me to the hygiene. How do you see the hygiene of Kenyans? You've been through kitchens. We've gone to restaurants. You've seen their kitchen, mostly open kitchens. How and even in the schools, you see tanks where people wash their hands.
This is a very personal aspect, you know, Harry. I would say, it depends on me. It depends, you know, on the hygiene standard. No. I'm easy with that. I'm absolutely fine with any hygiene standards I saw, but I would say the sanitaries, especially in the schools, need a lot of attention. And I would say this is where you're exposed. Okay, when you go to a toilet, you're exposed, and that should be clean. I mean, you know.
But overall, how would you rate the hygiene of Kenyans generally? The places you've lived, where you eat, where you sleep.
That's okay.
The people you meet.
That's absolutely okay.
Yeah, nice.
My wife would say it's something totally different. I'm gonna confirm that because she's more on a level. She's more. She's more delicate about that. Okay, so for me, absolutely okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is nice. You have not had the experience of the matatus yet.
No, I've been told I need to.
It's something you need to do before you leave. But we were taken in a bus, and the music was so loud. It was party-like. That's similar to what you get in a matatu. The only difference is you have so many screens, and the music is louder. We talked about freedom, which you said we have a lot of freedom here.
Yeah.
First of all, for someone who has never visited Kenya or Africa, if you're trying to explain to them Africa, how would you explain Africa in a few words? Because I can't say one word. I want you to define Africa in a few words from your experience.
It's the vast kind of experiences you can get within a short amount of time. It's pure emotions, it's pure fascination, it's ups and downs, and I think this brings it to the point, you know, this is real life. You can feel power, you can feel joy, you can see a fascinating nature. I would say this is a point, again, this is a place to be. Come to Kenya and have a look to mankind's birthplace. I mean, that's what it is, east of Africa, and enjoy it. It's absolutely enjoyable. I think that's the absolute conclusion.
So, you've really spoken so well about Kenya, and it's not like we're praising Kenya, but it's the reality that we've come to see, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So, the last question I have for you, and which I'm so amazed about, most people when they're traveling, the first thing that comes to their mind is communication. Mm-hmm. How will they communicate? What do you have to say about the literacy of Kenyans?
If you're good in English, you are fine for everything. Of course, English is a very common language here.
Yeah.
And I would say, again, if you're good in English, you'll get along and you will never, ever get in trouble here. You'll get anything you want, everything you need. I feel very comfortable here. I never had problems in communication. I think that's just, okay, my English is not that bad, but I would say it's just like, it was never ever an issue. Never. I've never thought about, how could I tell someone something or could I get something? It was just like, it's obvious. Everyone here is speaking English on a different level, but you get along. Easy. I would say really easy.
Wow. I said the last question, but there's something that came to my mind that I needed to ask you before we finish. Having access to electricity, internet, did you expect that we have this stable? Because many African countries, a lot of people sleep in the dark. But here, the electricity, the internet, communication, how do you rate that?
I think that's all okay. If you travel a longer time, I would take maybe a local SIM card to be online and available. I enjoyed the time when I had no internet because I'd like to experience life here, and not just texting. And but electricity or anything else was never an issue. Never.
Well, great. Aside the questions I've asked you, what is one thing that surprised you or wowed you in Kenya?
Absolutely, the joy and the power people have, despite they have really limited resources. This was absolutely amazing. I saw kids smiling and dancing, singing, and having fun in the dirt, literally. And it was just like, why did I see so many more sad faces on German schoolyards than here. I still don't know. I have to think about that. This is really, I think this takes weeks or months before I know what's going on.
Wow. Deep. Anyways, reintroduce yourself again, once again.
This is Mike. I am a managing director of my own company, SMM, which is supplying studio equipment to studios in Germany. This is how I met my friend Andy. He's owning a studio. He's band leader of Schlawindel. And last year when we took a walk, he just said, "Hey Mike, I'm about to move to Africa for a trip for a video shot and to my new fair trade song." And I just made him confident that this is a good decision. He did it, and when he came back, he just explained me what happened, and I said, "Andy, awesome!" It was just like, wow. He was just like, I never expected that. And when he said to me, "I'm moving to Kenya in January for another donation tour," I traveled there. I said, instantly, I said, "I gotta join you. I mean, I want to support you. I think he's my friend, so of course I'm supporting him every day. But I wanted even to be not just supporting him, but be part of it. And I'm proud of it. To be part of this, I've experienced things that I will never ever get again in my life. I'm sure. Despite I come back, and I promise I will.
All right, guys. This video was made possible by this visit to Kenya. Actually, the sponsors of this school shoes donations, every child deserves to have a pair of shoes to be in school. And there are so many kids here in Kenya who don't have shoes, but Schlawindel made it possible, and that's why I was able to meet Mike to also interview him. So under this video, you're gonna see a link to their YouTube channel, and definitely you can click on it on my where to subscribe. You will see the link to their channel. The name of the channel is Schlawindel, and they actually do charity supporting kids in school with shoes. So go check them out, support them, and of course, I can't end the video without thanking you, Andy. Thank you so much for the opportunity to meet Mike, and thank you so much for the opportunity to even tie a shoe for a kid. I have always wanted to do charity, but I never did it at this level. But for me to be able to do it at this level, have it documented, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you. And to all those who donated towards this project, I want to say thank you. May God continue to bless you and reward you. And on that note, I would like to say thank you, Mike.
Welcome.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you so much.
Guys, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 10K in a few. Thank you so much, Kenya, for always being supportive. We'll see you on the next one. You heard from him. Cheers and God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.